Is here, former legal advisor to President Trump, then worked in the White House counsel's office in the Trump White House. This caught everybody by surprise, unquestionably. Give us a sense from Trump world what the calculus is. There's the bravado we always hear, but underlying that, is there a real uncertainty or fear, at least, of the coming weeks?
Well, I do think that it's right that Trump does not want to be indicted. I think he does, and his team especially knows how helpful this is going to be for him in the primary. So there's a little bit of tension there. Don't want to be indicted, but do want to win. And, his long statement that he put out in Truth Social, just bashing Alvin Bragg and directly tying that to Joe Biden, that's the right message. He's not going after DeSantis now. He is now rallying and collecting Republican support behind him. So, this is what Republicans call good Trump, I guess. He's hitting the right targets.
Oh, boy, I feel like I'm having flashbacks to the 2016 campaign and then sometimes during the White House of good Trump, bad Trump. But that's where we're at right now. Interestingly enough, and you brought up Ron DeSantis' name, he said that Florida will not assist in an extradition request given the questionable circumstances at issue with the Soros-backed Manhattan prosecutor and his political agenda. Is this now the middle ground for Republicans, is to attack Alvin Bragg, attack the unfairness of these charges, but not necessarily defend Trump?
I think that's right. You can make it even broader. It's not just Alvin Bragg, but there is this weaponization of the justice system. So I think that talking point really resonates. You're going to hear a lot of that. But I also think that Trump is going to want to be people to defend him way more than this is political, which is, I never knew Stormy Daniels. I, never intended to pay. So a lot of this fact stuff, I don't think that you're going to see Republicans get on board with that. But they're not going to have to, because this case is so ridiculous. And not only that, it gives Republicans so much ammo for all the rest of the cases that are going on, too. All the January 6th stuff, all of the election interference stuff, because now it all looks political and crazy. Alvin Bragg did that to his party.
Yeah. Well, it's noteworthy that President Biden is silent. And as Blake Berman pointed out at the top of the show, the idea of how this is so different than what you would typically think of in a generic political race, that one person gets indicted, it's all the people in his own party who he's running against who run to his defense, and it's the person in the opposite party who says nothing, is really pretty stunning. But everything that's happened with Donald Trump since he came down the golden escalator, as he said, has been pretty stunning and turned the political world on its head. May, good to see you. Thank you. As you said, this was not a night that anybody expected this to happen, so we appreciate you hopping on and being with us. We'll talk soon. Thanks for watching. Go to newsnationnow.com to find NewsNation on your television provider. And don't forget to subscribe. Click the red button to get more of NewsNation's fact-driven, unbiased coverage.